My name is Sean Coldiron. I live in Winchester, Tennessee. I bought the Platinum Download Bundle, and I'm winner 2000 or 204 for the STI. I usually entered in like charity raffles and giveaways and stuff, like Punch for Parkinson's and stuff like that. I've done a couple of 80/80 raffles. Uh, the recently, I think the algorithm had you guys show up because I had entered for a GT500 on Punch for Parkinson's, and you guys showed up. I did a little research, and I was like, man, these guys limit the time for their drawings, and they limit the entries, and I was like sitting here crunching the numbers in my head. I'm like, those odds are much better than some of these huge companies doing the supercar thing. So, and you guys are like automotive purists. So you got the old JDM cars and stuff that are super cool. When I was in high school, in the 90s, I'm drooling over some of these Evos and the blah by STIs you're giving away and all that stuff. So, I was like, what the heck? I had a good feeling. Yeah. Well, this isn't my first STI. I had a 2020 STI, but when Subaru said, "Hey, we're not making that thing anymore," the value kind of went up overnight, and I ended up trading it in on a Supra. So I had a Mark V Supra for a little bit, but another deal came down the pipe. The clutch was slipping because I got the manual in the Supra, and it's a little bit undersized. Um, but I had a dealership that was calling me about getting it off my hands, and they had a GT500 that they wanted to trade me. So now I'm rolling in an 800 horsepower monster. Yeah, but I mean that STI, I missed it as soon as I traded it in. I was like, yeah, it was that, the opposite of buyer's remorse. Like, I got to get one of those back. And then that's why I entered your last STI drawing. I was like, I'm gonna try this. And then this time I was like, okay, we got to go hard on this one. so we did, and I'm very thankful. So. My first job was probably holding the oil can beside the drill press to keep the drill bit from getting too hot when I was six or eight, somewhere around in there. I had an uncle that raced pro stock drag bikes, and my other uncle raced dirt track and built pulling tractors. So I've been into motorsports forever. I couldn't avoid it. And then Gran Turismo came out when I was in high school, and I started getting into the JDM stuff, and I had me a little Chevy Cavalier that I wanted it to be the baddest little four banger on the street. And I went through probably three motors, two transmissions, I don't know how many clutches. And I'm in high school, so I can't afford this stuff. I had to learn how to do it myself. So that's how basically I started down my road of cars, and I'm getting my kids doing the same thing. My daughter, anytime I work on any of the vehicles, she gets mad at me if I don't call her out into the garage, even if it's something simple. So it's been a great journey. Well, so on submarines, I was a submarine radioman, so I dealt with a lot of electronics and wiring and stuff like that. Um, it helps, like if you're trying to chase a ground or something like that in your car, which everybody knows is a nightmare. Um, it gave me a little bit of background on it, but working on the boats is a different animal. I mean, you got extremely high pressure hydraulics and high pressure air, and it's an industrial environment 24/7. Um, Met a lot of nice people. It was really cool, and there's a lot of JDM dudes in the subfleet because we go over to Japan, and then they ended up bringing back like the R33s and R34s, and I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff. So you go to a Navy base and you'll see that stuff all the time, which only fueled the fire for me wanting more of them. But you know, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You sent me the text and stuff. I'm just like, I'm, I'm in the cybersecurity business right now, and I'm just kind of like, my little red flags are like, and then I was like, holy cow, this is real. This is real. So I called my wife, and she's just like, what? You're kidding me. It's like, yeah, now I don't have to work on your car anymore. So it's mainly so you sent me the screenshot, and that was like, okay, cool. But when you said we noticed you entered in our previous STI drawing, I was like, oh, okay, this dude's for real. So, yeah. Yeah, I just happened to walk out of the building. I work in a lot of areas I can't have my phone. That's why I told you the delay getting back to you and stuff. Um, but I just walk out and I see those texts, and I'm like, okay. And I went back in and told my boss, and she's just like, you're the luckiest person I know. It's like, oh, well, maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket. No, I'm taking my daughter out for sure. Like, she's gonna love it. And then our parts list keeps growing by the day. So she's spending a lot of money on what she thinks is gonna be her car, but it's sadly mistaken. Um, Definitely. I mean, if I enter another one, which I probably will, I guarantee it's going to be you guys. Because I mean, with the STI drawing, you had 2,300 tickets. There are 2,300 entry spots. Those odds are really, really good. I mean, if you could buy up to 25 entry spots, you're looking pretty good. It's not like you're playing the lottery where you're, 1 in 312 million. I mean, I was really surprised, but you guys are killing it. I mean, you don't hang the drawings out there for months and months and months on end. You don't allow like everybody to buy as many like entries as they can. So you're not competing with the entire world purchasing, 1 million entries, and then you're that 1 in a million person. I mean, with you guys, 2,300 entries, it's pretty good odds.